Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Gio from Gaming with Gio, at you guys with another Mobile Legends Adventure video. Before we hop into the video, I want to remind you guys about the giveaway we're doing at 5K subs. We are doing 5 lucky subscribers are going to get a premium pass, anything like a diamond fund, or maybe even the Starlight Pass if it's out on your server at this point. Also, I would like to remind you guys that we do have a Discord. It's a mobile gaming community. The link will be down below. We have all different kinds of games, Idle Heroes, MLA, Mobile Legends Adventures, SAO, SOA, and AFK Arena. So if you guys would like to join that, we have tons of experienced players and all kinds of update information, tier lists, rankings, events, information in that Discord. So just the link will be down below, and I will see you guys there. Also, see you guys in the video. Hey, what's up, you guys? So this video is going to be a quick tier list comparison of a couple different tier lists that I found in the Mobile Legends Adventure Facebook chat. So, yeah, we're just going to go through that, see what we agree with, what we don't agree with, see where we can see some similarities in the tier list, and, maybe by doing that, we'll learn, just a few different opinions on the heroes, and maybe inform ours a little bit better as well. So let's get into that, and I'll catch you guys there. Alright, so starting with Jury's, number one, his tier list first. We've got tier number 1. He goes through and does tier number 1 through tier number 5. So this is his tier number 1. Looking at it, we've got Argus, Estes, Alice. I think we can all say we all feel pretty solid about them being in the front, Clint as well. Valier, no doubt about it. I appreciate him there as well. Lolita, I could see it. Though I do believe sometimes she falls in like a tier 2-ish for me at this point, just because I am noticing her go down in potential as you do get higher up. Kind of the same with Argus though, because you're getting kind of, if they're not strong enough, if there's too much attacking going on, they'll die before they use their ults. They'll die before they're very useful at all if they're taking too much damage. So as you get further in the game, they do kind of seem to go down a little bit. So maybe a tier 2 eventually. But for now, I would place Lolita and Argus here at the beginning of the game. Karina, I haven't seen a lot of her. I do know she's a pretty good assassin. I've played against her a few times. She hasn't done a ton for the opposing team when I've played against her, but she did look pretty good. Khadija, I do believe, should be here. I haven't seen her a lot either, but when I have, she's done some epic crap, so I do believe that. Angela and Bedang, we all know Angela is definitely a force to be reckoned with on the support side of things, and I do believe that when the games make new heroes like Khadija and Bedang, they're supposed to be top tier heroes. They're supposed to be heroes that are stronger, can change the meta, that are more powerful. So I can see Bedang being there as well, especially with the skills. I actually haven't seen him in a battle besides the campaign though. Let's get into tier number 2. We've got Leslie. So let me start off with everyone that I could make an argument for being in tier number 1, and other people could and would as well, I'm sure, if they wanted to. Leslie, Hylos, Xborg, Lancelot, Ministar, Gato Kaka, Saber, Changi, yeah, and everyone that I would especially make an argument for would be Changi, Gato Kaka, Saber, Lancelot, Xborg, Leslie. There's a lot of people here that you feel like the gap between tier 1 and tier 2 is really small in this tier ranking. It does feel like that because a lot of these are really top-notch heroes. You would have to have Gato Kaka and Changi in tier 1 though, if you have, Karina and Lolita in tier 1. So you have to have those guys in tier 1, as well as Lancelot, I think, Xborg. So I've heard Xborg is supposed to be pretty good. But definitely these guys are tier 2, if not some of them tier 1. But I would like to think, if they are tier 2, you're going to get Hylos as a top tier 2. If you ranked in tier 2, Hylos would be one of the top ones. Gato Kaka is definitely going to be tier 1, so we're not even including him. But then you would have, like, for me, Raphael, Yi Sun Shin would be not the top of the tier 2 category. We would have Leslie, Saber, like, would be up there. Yeah, let's see. But I do think that all of these heroes could be justified being tier 2, at least tier 2, if not tier 1. So I don't have any arguments here with what is here for tier 2. Tier 3, again, you have Lapu, Carrie, Hellcurt, Grok. Those could all be argued to be tier 1 heroes, if not at least tier 2. I would put Carrie and Hellcurt at as solid, and Lapu as pretty solid tier 2 heroes. Grok would just be like a regular tier 2 hero. And then we've got a key Aurora as well. Aurora could definitely be tier 2. And then I think maybe Xylong's a low tier 2, if not like a high tier 3. So I think a key Harley and Xylong are kind of by themselves in this category of tier 3. These other guys could be promoted, I definitely think. I don't see Harley, Xylong, or a key doing a whole lot ever. So I feel good with them here as well, though. So tier 4, we've got, what's weird about this is because these heroes are 3-star heroes at, tier 5 is all 3-star heroes that can be built from 3 stars. So we won't even look into that because they're not important, really. Tier 4 is also paired up with a lot of 3-star heroes that can be built in the 4 stars. And then it's got Gord, Odette, and Mozkov, which for me, it's like, come on, I don't think you can put Mozkov, Odette, and Gord, whether how good like you think they are, you think they're not, with the 3-star heroes, because that's not cool. I think Gord and Mozkov and Odette all have like high potential for a high damage output, especially Gord and Mozkov. Odette's been buffed recently, I think, and I think they at least belong in tier 3. If we're moving everyone up, like I was talking about, they would go up to tier 3 when others from tier 3 went up to tier 2, others from tier 2 went up to tier 1. That's how I would have that. Yeah, and then you've got your tier 5. Nothing much here, just your 3 stars. Let's hop into the other tier list, and do some quick compare. Alright, so we're going to start off with our Sss Tier Heroes. That's what this guy says is his tier number 1, the best heroes in the game, the heroes that will be most impactful on your team and really make a difference. We all know Alice, Clint, Estes, and Gato Kaka are heroes to be reckoned with on Mobile Legends Adventure. They are really good heroes. You don't want to mess with them. Xborg, it's hard to know, but it looks like we're getting a rough estimate that from these guys that they think he's going to be tier 1 at least, if not tier 2. This guy's very certain. He really thinks that this is going to be a tier 1 hero. He put him in with like the best heroes in the game. So he thinks Xborg's going to be really good based off his skills in his video. Everyone else I wouldn't argue with. I'm glad Gato Kaka is in the SSS tier here, as it was not in the SSS tier in the last one. They are missing they have quite like a few less people though that they didn't have, and that's because they're all in the SS tier. So with less tiers, you assume that the space between the two is different. It's bigger because there's less. I feel like if you have 5 tiers, you assume the gap is smaller than if you have 2 or 3 tiers. It's gonna have to be a bigger gap. And I don't think that this one has that big of a gap. I don't think Valir, Lancelot, Angela, I don't like Khadija are that much like worse than some of their SSS like counterparts. So I think you gotta have a 4th tier because there's only 3 tiers in this ranking. But yeah, as we spoke about, you can make arguments for most of these heroes to be in the SSS. If I was gonna like pick 3 that I'd want to argue, it'd be Valir, Lancelot, and yeah, for now it'd have to be Argus. I think this guy's doing like he's already mid game to end game. He has like a super powerful team. He's up there at the elite, so I think he's running. Argus is like getting weaker and weaker, but he's not weaker for us right now. So I think I would do Valier, Lancelot, and Argus. Maybe that's why he has them the biggest, which is a really cool thing, because he thinks they're like, you know, these are the top guys in the SS tier. That's really cool. And he has his Gord actually in his tier 2, and his Xylong as well. So there's that, and Grok is in tier 2 as well. But when you have less tiers, you're gonna have less of a, you know, less heroes and more heroes in each tier. So he had to do it somewhere. So we've got S tier. We've got Saber here, Odette, Ministar. So no one likes Ministar apparently. Aki, Mazkov, which is understandable. Odette, Lapu, Chengi, Harley, Yushin, Sunshin, whatever that is. Saber. S tier. I think this one is actually pretty good. I don't feel super upset about this one. Odette, Lapu, especially since Lapu's kind of not done well in both of these tier lists. I'm starting to think maybe my appreciation of him is too much. Moskov, Aki, Harley, Yisun Shin, or whatever, and then Ministar. The only ones are Saber and Chengi. And I don't think Chang's really all that helpful until mid to end game as well. So that's why I don't think I think these lists have had her kind of further back, because she's not really helpful until later on in the game, really. I'm sorry I keep pressing that, guys. But Saber, I could see having him at SS as well. But with like a Lancelot counterpart, Saber is really kind of the inferior backline attacker, so I get having him at S. Thank you guys for watching. As always, comment down below how you felt about both of the tier lists. Which one you liked better, the one with the letters SSS or the one with the numbers. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to be entered in the giveaway. As always, take care, and I'll catch you guys